She... Oh, come on, it's not that hard. Alright, fine. Very well.
All I said was... They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused.
Uh-huh.
They must be positively elated.
You didn't say that.
We are all going to die here.
Uh-huh. Say the last
We
bit.
are going to die, just like those guys died.
Yeah, that one.
And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it? What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
Those guys... Wait. What do you mean?
Shoot!
Oh, come on. That was what's so strange.
They must really be enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be... We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those... And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish. What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
When she said that, she only should have known about Hifumi's death. But never mind, what's so strange what she said is...
All I said was... They must really enjoying the sight of us. They must be... We are all going to die here. We are going to
Those
die.
guys.
Just like...
That's strange.
No,
Why would you say that?
That's right. There's no reason Celeste should have said, just like those guys died. When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall. So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
Yep.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did you know they were both guys? Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too.
True.
You all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
Imaginations.
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took? How do you explain this picture of the costumed villain dragging Hifumi away?
Well, Hifumi was in on it, so it was staged.
It has to be some kind of setup, right? So let's put the suit on. And then she used the camera's timer to set up the picture.
Have you so quickly forgotten? You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit. Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer. In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away. If everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist?
You worked together to take the picture.
Simple. Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
What could you possibly mean by that?
Surely there are other explanations than the one you've offered up.
No,
Yeah,
there is no other explanation.
there is, though. Other explanations. It wasn't a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. Only possibility is... Hifumi and the subject are dancing. How nice. Hifumi and the subject had been drinking. I mean, I don't know. Hifumi is dragging the suspect away.
I got it! It's not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility.
Yeah.
The one being dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit. We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around. And the strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther. If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
Yeah.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
Why are you... so much, Celeste? You got something to say?
Such a thing is utterly impossible.
You think?
Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
I'll go ahead then. So let's think that she can prove there's no way for me to dragging the suspect away. Is that really possible? I don't think so.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out. Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight. You tried to make me look like the bad guy.
Like I said, ridiculous.
Sounds right.
As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
Then the fortune-telling idiot is the culprit after all!
No way!
Yeah, if you couldn't pin at the waist,
Dressed me up in that suit.
then you would have to... You couldn't slump over, really. No, that didn't tell me anything. You'll be able to bend at the waist. Remind me what my other evidence is.
Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight.
Yeah.
You tried to make me look like the...
Like I said, as you can see in the picture, if the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight.
The costume, though, it's rigid and stands up so much.
No. Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious, they could still stand up like that, because that Robo-Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
Yeah, you can't bend at the waist.
That's right! They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
I'm not so sure that was a mistake. I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
Ooh.
Celeste and
She didn't like
Hifumi
that.
took the suit they'd specially designed and stuffed Hiro into it. That's how they were able to fake that whole thing. The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
You really don't like
Well
that.
then, I suppose this is checkmate.
Checkmate?
Oh, you said something.
Don't make me laugh, you idiot! What do you mean, checkmate?
Celeste?
Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem.
Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
Hey, Ifumi, who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you? Who killed me? That's right, I remember their name. Hiro.
When we asked him who had attacked him, his answer was quite clear, was it not? He said, and I quote, Yasuhiro.
In other words, Yasuhiro Hagakure!
Right! But my name isn't really Yasuhiro! It's actually... Taro!
Well, that's what you told us is your name, though.
Confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated.
He did say Yasuhiro, but are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
You
What the
think?
hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
Kyoko, what do you mean by that?
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer to each of us?
Oh. I see what you're on about. He was like, yeah, he used all the last
I
names.
got it! That's right! Our last names! He called us all by our last names!
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once.
He
for
said it all the
example.
time.
So if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name, Hagakure.
I'm sure it was just incidental. By chance, his first name.
Indecent?
Don't talk.
Random chance. Now isn't that a convenient explanation?
Yeah.
No, there's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal. But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Well, no. Hold on. There's one person it could apply to.
I mean...
And that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
Yeah, she's been Celeste the whole time. No last name.
What did you just say? To think you'd take your false accusation so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit! Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather! Yasuhiro is a loser's name! Do I look like a loser to you? Well, do I? What? I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
Okay, then fill us in. What's your real name?
Make sure your ear holes are wide open, and my real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
But still won't give up, so then I have to do something to make her accept it. Oh. Do I have evidence for this? The e-handbook, huh?
Hifumi was...
Hold on a minute. What's the e-handbook about? Oh. Just show us your handbook, Celeste.
He wanted us to know the killer's last name. Yasuhiro.
If there's one person here who might have that last
It would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
How many times do I have to tell you? My name is Celestia Ludenberg, god damn it!
It's upside down.
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no way to
Ah, stupid
contradict me,
noise. Get out of my way.
That's the only truth there is! Moron!
Get out of my way, noise.
He wanted us to know the
I know the
because
answer.
one
You
person
just won't get out of my way.
How many times? Name.
Celestia Ludenberg, god!
How long do you plan?
I'm not pretending. And since you have no
Get out of my way,
to contradict
noise.
me,
I do, though.
No, that's wrong. That's it. The handbook.
What?
Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right?
Yeah.
Monokuma told us all about it before.
Handbook is absolutely vital to a healthy school life. Don't lose it. When you start off, display your name. Make sure you always have the right one. Now, that's not your everyday notebook. It has so many more uses than that.
So all we have to do is check our handbook, and that'll clear up everything. That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
Yeah.
That's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened? Please, just tell us.
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up. Because until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
Fine then.
All right.
Let me settle it. Let me go over the case again, from the beginning, and shed light on all your crimes.
We'll just solve
And
this all
that'll bring
together.
everything to an end.
Put it all together. Okay. They hatched a plan, huh? They're having a conversation. They invite Hero at 1 a.m. to the rec room. He comes on in and they get him. And they put him in the suit. They put them together and they get ready for the picture. At 6, they call him around and then they hit him in the head with the forehammer. And he's like, oh, look at this picture, he's getting smushed. We found him in there. Then he gets hit with the second hammer. Then he spins all over the place. Gets split on the hammer. And then he's dead, oh no, and then he's also dead, oh no. And he gets up, and he wraps it up, and he pushes it around the corner. He's like, hey, look what I did, it's great. And then he gets murdered. And there was blood all over the hammer. And I think that's good. Maybe some of the middle needs to be changed. Like, maybe it's not this camera picture one, maybe it's something else. We'll see.
Here's exactly what happened. Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder. And that person was... Hifumi. With an accomplice, the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes. First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room last night at 1 in the morning.
Yep. They took him out.
Someone they met with was Hiro. The murderous duo intended to pass Hiro off as the prime suspect. So when they met up with him, they drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo-Justice suit.
Yeah. They took pictures.
Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo-Justice was attacking him, while the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hiro.
Yep.
When they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the pool room locker. And then finally, at 6 a.m., they moved into the murder phase of their plan. They called Taka to the equipment room. And that's where Hifumi killed him, making it the scene of the first murder. The murder weapon was Justice Hammer 4, which was left there in the equipment room. The reason Hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes. So, next they falsified 2 more assault incidents. For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims, to solidify Robo-Justice as the suspect. The first fake incident was the attack in the rec room. There, the killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1 and the Robo-Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story. The second fake incident was the attack in the library. This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2 and an injured Hifumi to sell us that story. With these 2 incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds that the suspect was increasing the size of the hammers and attacking people in order as they did. We fell right into their trap and started looking for the suspect based on that. But
left him in the nurse's
while we did
office.
that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office. This was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for.
He did a spin with the blood.
From the refrigerator and Justice Hammer 3 and turned the room into a crime scene in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered. He let out a scream to draw us back, and when we returned, that's what we found. Meanwhile, the other group that had been out searching found Taka's body at the same time. So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi. We left the nurse's office, and Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation. He simply got up and made his escape. When we learned his body had disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office. And once again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. This time, he snuck into the equipment room. He wrapped Taka's body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository. That explains how each of the bodies disappeared.
Yeah. It's like, hey, I did a good
Even
job,
Hifumi didn't know
yay!
what the true killer had in mind for their final act.
Then he got caught.
Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them. And they did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository. That should cover everything that happened in this case.
Yeah.
And the villain behind it all is... Celeste! Sorry, you lose.
I lost?
You did lose.
I lost?
Yep.
When was the last time I was forced to utter such words? They hang heavy around my neck.
Then you admit it? You're the killer?
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor. I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no, Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
Taiko?
So, you finally accepted it.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Interesting.
Huh. No fight? Because we did it earlier? No fight. All A. Well, mostly A's. A solid A. I got one B. Besides that, it was pretty good. Might have been an S if I hadn't
Okay, Monokuma.
messed it up.
I'm ready to begin.
Are you done? You're not gonna...
Or, no. I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
Yeah?
It is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to vote. Okay? Okay. If you would, please locate your lever and cast your vote. And when the votes are tallied, who will become the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
It's basically a formality at this point, but once again, you're totally correct. The blackened this time, the true killer who devised the whole stinking scheme was... Celestia Lutenberg, or more precisely, Taiko Yasuhiro.
Honestly.
I lost. Well, that sucks. I just trying to work with someone else was a mistake after all. Ifumi's ineptitude was beyond all my calculations.
I knew it.
So you did approach Ifumi with this plan, but how did you get to agree? I can imagine she would have happily agreed to commit murder. I'm sure she relied on her specialty, lying. My specialty? Don't make me laugh. I didn't have to lie to get him to agree.
So then,
Then did you use... you know... I knew you'd figure it out, Kyoko. You're absolutely right. Hifumi has acted as my accomplice.
Indeed.
I used her. Everyone who still's left, I'll avoid mentioning it by name, but... there's one thing Hifumi and Takara are both super into. Does she mean... talking about alter ego?
Say what?
What? What are you talking about?
just a second.
Don't interrupt. We're in the middle of a very important conversation here. I'm totally out of the loop as usual. How sad.
In other words,
And you're the one who stole it.
Indeed.
That's right.
I see.
So you used to drag Hifumi into the plan you'd come up with. Right again. Last night after our meeting about how it disappeared, I paid Hifumi a little visit. What are you doing here?
Actually,
I was hoping I could talk to you, alone. Throw it a stone, I know who did it.
what? Are you okay with this?
It was Taka, he stole it.
So then,
And I have proof, would you like to see it? It turned out I'd found the ratchet I used for the digital camera. I'd taken, you know what, to Taka's room earlier and took pictures of it there. Deleted the picture as soon as I showed it to Hifumi, of course.
Damnation!
And so it was him. How did he do it? He was supposed to yell if either of us got close to her. You are correct. This is why Taka forced me to steal it.
Say what?
as for me,
Please forgive me. He threatened me.
Oh,
He did.
as for me,
He came to the room last night unannounced, and it is even hard for me even to say. He abused me.
what?
And he took pictures. He said he did not do as he asked, he would show them to everyone. So I had no choice.
Damnation!
That's a crime, an absolute crime. I mean, I know you got a little crazy, but
Say what?
never thought you would go that far. It was amazing how I completely bought it. I can't express how enjoyable that was. I've just never said before in my life. I'm gonna kill him.
Unforgivable!
I'm gonna fucking kill him.
most unfortunate.
Please wait. If you go now, you're playing right into his hands. Huh?
Actually,
Taka's planning to use her to escape. They made you his target.
What?
Escape? You don't mean... Taka's going to try to kill you.
indeed.
Also, he can keep him to himself.
This is
That
unforgivable!
Bastard!
Honestly,
Can I let him continue with these barbaric acts? Absolutely not. How could I? She...
I swear I will save her!
actually,
Then would you like to join with me? This happens, I've come up with a plan. I devised a way to reclaim what he has stolen and escape this dreadful school. And that is complete. What are you talking about? Oh, nothing. If Hifumi agreed to that second thought, the effect that item had on him was remarkable. The power of love. Even when love as twisted as that can still drive people mad, it would seem. You disgust me.
I see.
I've another question for you. Was it that strange costume of Fumi's creation?
indeed.
Yeah, it was a real pain in the butt too. I asked him to make something that could hide the body in general, but the face in general body size. I had no idea I'd make something like that. It's my fault for picking him in the first place.
But
So why did you decide to make me the suspect? Because you're stupid. That's it.
Let's see.
In that regard, I made the right choice. I'm so glad your stupidity surpassed even my area expectation. Life has been rough on your parents, though. I feel like I could cry.
Well,
But when you explained your fan to Hifumi, did you explain the part about him playing dead? What she's asking was Hifumi supposed to do after that? What was Hifumi supposed to do after that? Something you'd actually let him live.
Are you okay with this?
That's simple. They did its part to pretend to be dead once someone showed up. Him to say he got seriously injured and the verge of death, but he barely held on. And he really believed that? Well, of course, that wasn't all there was to it. I explained to Hifumi, the plan was... We were all questioning about what had happened. I was going to murder someone else. At that point, Hifumi would have an alibi, so no one could doubt him. I told him that, and he believed it. It all seems very straightforward. Stereotypical. I just master lied to level the opponent. In fact, Hifumi ate it up. He would lie wholeheartedly up until the moment of his death.
So in the end,
So you planned to kill him all along. But, of course, there would be no point in my plan if one who pretended to end up dead did not end up dead himself.
What the heck?
How can human life mean so little to you?
Well,
That's a non-issue. I simply did everything in my power to win.
don't be mean!
Now you sound like Bakuya.
I wonder about that.
No, he derives his pleasure from the thrill of the hunt, and that's expect we're nothing alike.
Why?
Then what made you take things this far?
What the heck?
Is it really just for money? I think with the $10 million Monokuma offered us. That is a lot of money, it's true. But that's not all there is to it. I'm gonna let us begin here. My only thought has been escape. But all you're saying you have to do is sip living here.
You little bitch!
Whoa, calm down. Obviously that was a lie.
Hey!
I didn't take it, I hated it from day one. More than anyone else in here.
You little bitch!
I wanted to get out. Every day was fresh torture. You know why? Huh?
This is fine.
Because I had the dream. Accepting a life here would have been nothing less than giving up on my dream forever.
Honestly.
And there is no way that I could ever do that. In the underground world of gambling, I risked my life to make a metaphorical killing.
As for me,
And it was all for that dream. And what was this dream of yours?
isn't it wonderful?
To live in a European castle. A castle? And I gather handsome men from all over the world to serve as my butlers slash bodyguards. I want to make them dress up like vampires and satisfy my every need. Once I obtained that, I would claim the perfectly athletic world of decadence.
This is fine.
Living the rest of my life was my only dream. My only goal. That is what life is all about. Combined with my own winnings, Monokuma's $10 million would have made that dream a reality. Right to the edge, but
There is nothing to be done.
unfortunately my dream has been scattered to the wind. Still, I don't have any regrets. I pursued my dream to the very end, so why would I?
Just the worst.
You sound so passionate, but you're really able to kill your own friends for it?
Oh,
I asked me to feel guilty. That's a pointless endeavor. I think nothing I've sacrificed other for my own ends. I feel nothing.
do you understand?
That's all there is to me. So it makes me complete. Isn't it terrifying how different our values are? There's simply no room for understanding.
What is this?
That's what we should be saying. But plus, how can you be so calm? Don't you realize you're about to die? Why aren't you scared? I believe that I is unrivaled, and I take pride in that. Such as other people, I can even find my own emotions. The unconscious derives the unconscious, and that's why you're not scared?
Yes, indeed.
That's right, I don't fear death. Kill me how you like. But you know, if I can be reincarnated, if I had a choice, then
Isn't it wonderful?
I think I would like to come back as Marie Antoinette.
Hey,
You just get executed again. So smiled then. And she did look like a poor effort to force it. She claimed she could fool her own feelings. But that statement itself, it must have been her final lie. And that weak, fake smile is what betrayed her.
Thrills, chills, kills!
You all done? Okay, let's get rolling. The black can disturb the peace, they must pay the price.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For her, the ultimate gambler.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I guess I'll let Kyoko hold on to this. What?
Oh, is that your room key? This is...
Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way. Which is why... Actually, it's not important. Well then... Take care, everyone. Perhaps we'll meet again. In another life.
That's it, huh? Burning of the Vitalis Witch. It's over. The third execution is over. Celeste's death is over. Celeste killed my friend, so I can't pity her, but I also can't deny that at one point I considered her a friend too. And for him to just come along and... Isn't it just awful? Someone can cut free of their regrets from the outside world, and so more people had to die.
Extreme!
You guys are still young, you need to place more value in your lives.
What are you gonna do?
Jeez, and I thought you guys were gonna pass the torch of hope to the next generation.
Let me out of here!
What do I care about hope? I'll throw it in the trash, you just let me out of here.
Too bad.
You're the embodiment of hope, whether you like it or not. It's my destiny to knock you down one by one. It's sad, yes it is. But that really just can't be avoided. Don't talk like you're not responsible. How long are you gonna make us keep going through this? What do you want from us?
How strange.
God, I'm so sick of people asking me that. Give it a rest already. So anyway, Joe, could I ask you get some kind of key type object from Celeste?
Hey!
So, what's the deal with that?
What?
What's the matter?
So then,
I'll answer your question if you answer mine. What did you do? What did you do to me?
Ooh.
What?
hey,
Answer me, what did you do to my body?
Ooh.
Oh man, oh jeez. Oh man, oh jeez, what do you mean? What did I do? I have no idea. I don't know anything about it. What was that just now? Mastermind did something to Kyoko's body. What does that mean?
Hello.
Okay, things are getting kind of awkward. I think it's about time I got out of here.
Well,
Meanwhile, you guys can go on enjoying your school life. If you get lonely, give me a shout. Not that I would think about it, of course.
see ya later.
Mongo disappeared, leaving us all depressed and in despair. Although it wasn't all despair. There was one small hope. Hey, Kyoko. Monokuma already mentioned it, but what's that key Celeste gave you?
so...
Most likely, it's the key to one of the dressing room lockers. What? Then that means... Celeste's buddy hid it there.
Hey,
But sometimes you do the miss, so it's right beneath your nose. Well then, we better go check.
Indeed.
Good idea. At the courtroom and rush to the dressing room. As we approach the dressing room, we looked back at us and said,
Hey,
I'm gonna go down alone from here. Everyone here has to the dining hall. I'll check in with you later.
What?
Why exactly you're going alone?
so...
You even have to ask. He spoke, she glanced quickly at the surveillance camera.
Come on.
That's not what I mean. Why you? Still the risk of a spy, you know. Then I'll go too.
What?
You. Please, let me go. Then your argument is gonna draw more attention to us.
Goodbye.
Do whatever you want. Thank you, Bakura.
well then.
And it's up to you now.
Yo!
I'm gonna go down and go, okay? Alright, go. So Kyoko, Makoto and Kyoko are gonna go together? Is that what mean what I think it means?
Okay.
Good luck, Makoto. Girls like her are total pushovers and you show a little backbone. I don't know if you're serious, Hina, but... I mean... Good cover, though. I tried to forget what Hina said. Everyone headed to the dining hall, leaving me and Kyoko there alone.
Shall we go?
Yeah, we should go.
So then,
You need to get into that locker. Kyoko took the keys Celeste gave it and unlocked the locker. As the locker swung open, we saw...
You really came.
Yeah, hi. It's been a while, hasn't it? Let's see, thank goodness. Never had Kyoko sound so relieved. Because you're speaking from the bottom of her heart. I did what Celeste asked. I didn't say a word. I stayed quiet the entire time.
No.
Oh, and... I think I might be able to open the last set of files soon. Maybe as early as tomorrow. I'm doing my best, so please wait a little longer. Now we can officially say the case is closed. As far as this incident is concerned, sure, but... Can we just take a second? Because we have the opportunity. I want you to be honest with me. Kyoko, please tell me, what are you trying to do all on your own here at the school? Is that why you wanted to come here with me?
however...
Bakura, that's not something you need to know right now. I don't need to know. That just makes me even more worried.
What?
Worried? Like what happened during the investigation this time. You disappeared and we didn't see you again. Without warning, without explanation. When you do that,
Indeed.
it's only natural they think I'm the mastermind spy, right? And you too. No. I believe in you.
What?
You believe in me. Isn't it obvious? People believe in their friends, right? That's why I want you to tell me. And I want you to believe me and me. I want you to believe in me too. Because we're friends. I understand.
It's true.
Then maybe I can believe in you. Just a little bit more. Then...
That's fine.
Fine, I'll tell you. I'll tell you why I've been disappearing and where I've been going. You see... What I heard from Kyoko then was... Well, frankly, it kind of blew my mind. Whenever I told Kyoko I believe in her, she told me a story that was, well, almost unbelievable. I decided to confirm what she told me with my own 2 eyes, so I waited for nighttime to come. And when it did, I went into action.
Correct.
The boys' bathroom on the 2nd floor doesn't have a surveillance camera or monitor in it. And the storage closet there, way in the back. Said it was way in the back of the boys' room storage closet, but could Yoko really be right about this? Let's go find out. In the back over there, right? It's just a normal storage closet as far as I can tell. The secret Kyoko told me about, could it really be hidden here? I do kind of see an indent there. Said it was in the back of the storage closet, but I mean, seriously? I'm thinking I placed my hand on the back of the storage closet. And something was being yanked in. At the same time I heard that noise, I fell through the wall. I had no idea what was going on. Oh, there's a record room back here. I fell through the back of the storage closet. Huh? It turned out, the back of the wall was like a revolving door. I made my way to the other side. As Kyoko said.
Correct.
The back of the boys' room on the 2nd floor, there's a storage closet. Way in the back of that closet, there's a secret room. This is the secret room. What's it like in here? What's in here? It looks like records. It's a bunch of files, like volume after volume of yearbooks. They're all covered in dust. Looking at everything, one file at the edge of the bookshelf caught my eye. Hope's Peak Academy Student Registry. There's one thing in here that's not covered in dust. I haven't been looking at it recently. I slipped the file into my hands. Before I had a chance to look at it, some paper fell off the file and I turned my attention to it. You must not leave. What's this? That's kind of weird. I understand if it said, I can't leave, but you must not leave. What is this? My head feels funny. This strange sensation. It's like deja vu. Those words, you must not leave. I've seen them somewhere before. But I can't quite remember. What do I know? What don't I know? Oh, that's bad! There's a vast man! A strange sound rang out through my head. I felt like it was shaking my brain back and forth. And then... darkness. I understand what's happening. I don't know what started it. It's all over. And with that, I opened my eyes. I know how long it had been. Oh... the files are gone. Ow. Apparently something hit me and I lost consciousness. That's all I understood. A dull, throbbing pain in my head proved that much, at least. All the files are gone. An empty bookshelf. Huh? Empty? Gone. It's all gone. The yearbooks, the student registry, and the note fell down on the floor. It's all gone? What does this mean? My brain refused to do any more work. Instant pain in my head gonna spread across the rest of my body. But for now, I should go back to my room. Get some rest. My body was heavy with pain, my mind heavy with thought. I dragged myself towards the back, toward my room. Somehow I made it back to the first floor of the school. The further I walked, the more I felt this is getting blurry. Can't see in front of me. Can't stop myself from collapsing right there. After that, From a vast distance, I heard a sound. It was faint but undeniable. That sound is coming from the gym? Just behold my shaky frame towards the gym. The sound got stronger and stronger. It doesn't sound good. What's going on? It can't be nothing. Here in the gym? What is going on in here? I had to make a sound as I opened the door to the gym. Sounds coming from inside, meanwhile, only intensified that much more. Oh. Why are you two fighting right now? When we reach Vita beyond anything humanly possible. No, one side's not human, that's for sure, but regardless, I couldn't stop staring. Forgot to move or even breathe.
Why, you? What do you think you're doing? I asked you a question. What's the meaning of this? How dare you defy me? This wasn't part of the deal!
The deal?
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat. No longer compromise. No longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Okay, but you do realize what will happen if you go through with this, right? You haven't forgotten, have you? What I'm holding hostage?
What am I looking at? What am I hearing? A hostage? Then could it be Mastermind Spy as Chapter 3. That's over. Ugh, we're down to 7 already. To be continued. Oh, we got the Robo Justice costume. Cool. Oh, okay. Well, that was something. Sakura is bad, or was bad, and now is not going to be bad, or might continue being bad, because Monokuma is holding a hostage, forcing her to do things. So whether that is actually going to stick or not, I don't know. But that's bad. Also, there was records, and we got hit in the head, but not killed for that, though. So it's just a big mess, as usual with this. So, next time we come back, we'll go back to our school life, and I don't know. Do we tell people that Sakura is what used to be the spy, or do we? I don't know. Do we tell everybody else about the files and stuff we found? Well, we didn't really. Well, we didn't have to look at it. We just saw the note that says you must not leave. Why? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see where all of this takes us next time. So until then.